Hello, my name is Kat Reiner. I am the creator and writer for eachuniverse.com. Do what you love, love how you feel. And this is part 2 in our Each Universe Tiny Stories series. The universe is not made of atoms, it is made of tiny stories. And the kind of tiny stories we want to hear about are the ones that are moments of elevation, moments of clarity, catalyst, moments that change you, even if they're tiny. So my tiny story takes place a couple years ago. I was working as a server at Recess Restaurant in Indianapolis and had been a server for many years, I guess you could say at this point, and really enjoyed it for a lot of reasons. I love the social aspects of the job. Getting to talk to people is amazing, and I've always loved it. And also, just being up and on my feet is nice. Nonetheless, I was serving the table one night, and they were a really nice couple in their 50s. And we got to talking about life. It was one of my favorite subjects to kind of talk to people about. How you became successful, how you decided what you wanted to do, what the whole process of that was. And for me, it was really important because I was at a point at which it seemed really unclear how to get to do anything else. Even though I knew that I needed to be doing something else, I knew that serving tables wasn't something I wanted to do for much longer. I didn't know what was next and was hoping for a little clarity. And I think it was my way, talking to people about how they got to be successful, of kind of exploring the whole idea of process. So one night I'm talking to this couple, and they were asking me the question that I loved: what do you do outside of the restaurant? Like, what do you think you want to do with your life? And I loved it, but I also squirmed when anyone asked me. I got really uncomfortable because I didn't know how to answer it. It was usually some sort of really vague answer, like, I want to do something creative and fun and not in a restaurant, even though restaurants are great. Which really doesn't mean that much, but also does mean something. So that was about as far as I had gotten at that point. But I was really ready for a change. So I knew that there were some things that I needed to change about my life in order to kind of get to this place where I knew what I wanted to do. But those were big deals, like ending a relationship, moving maybe. I always had an urge to move for one reason or another. I don't know. So at this point, I was kind of wanting someone to say to me, this is what you'll be good at. I can tell from talking to you. This is how you should do it, and you'll make tons of money at it. Like, I wanted to hear that. And I really honestly thought that if I had enough of these conversations with people, that someone would say that. No one ever said that. And you can't expect them to. But nonetheless, so I'm having this lovely night of interaction with these people, and the woman in the couple at one point, said something to me about following your intuition, and I said, I feel like I have a pretty strong sense of intuition. It's a little scary sometimes, though, to follow it, and to me it was sort of maybe off the cuff. I don't know. But later, when I was collecting the check, along with it, they had left me a note. And the note says, "Good luck, Kat. Follow your wisdom, and you will be fine. Sincerely, Ellen." And I welled up. I had tears in my eyes when I read it. I just had this really clear moment. It was really beautiful, actually. Realizing that you need to follow your intuition and realizing that you have one that's strong and worthwhile and that's all you need was like this reminder. This note was this reminder of that for me, and I really needed that reminder at that time of my life. And I'm happy to say that I have been doing a pretty good job of following my gut ever since. I have made a lot of changes in my life since then, and I am just loving it. I live in Portland, Oregon. I moved about a year and a half ago, and just absolutely love it here. I am actually sitting in my own apartment right now, looking at the mountains, and it's awesome. I also have started my website, eachuniverse.com. It's all about people doing what they love to do, me figuring out my own process, and along the way I learned that I love to write, and I think I'm pretty good at it, getting better all the time, I think. I've also started teaching, which is really interesting. I'm not really expected to be a teacher, but it's been really awesome. I'm teaching at a nonprofit here called Project Bloom. It's for at-risk women and children, and so I'm basically just doing a self-awareness class, meditation, and it's been an amazing experience, and I'm just really loving it. So I'm following my intuition. Thanks, Ellen, and I hope you guys like my tiny story, and I'd love to hear your tiny story. So if you'd like to submit one, please email me at kat@eachuniverse.com. It's KAT@eachuniverse.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day.